Okay, so we're doing this, like goth elf. I was saying dark elf, but apparently dark elf is like is different because it's like a race of elves or something in a lot of books. So, oh, Raven, thanks for giving that sub to Meg. That's very nice of you. Hope you enjoy. You're gonna get some new emotes from that too. Very soon.
Thy Raven Wings
Very soon.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Meg Rocks. They have given 856 gift subs in the channel.
Oh, thank you, Raven. Thank you for the bits.
Happy birthday to the coolest mom on Twitch, objectively, according to John the Mom McTwitch.
Okay, this is what we're doing. I'm just gonna put that there for reference. Actually, I'm gonna be zoomed in. Is the music too loud, by the way, or is it good? Going on with Isabird and Subvale. Silva already came over this morning. Aww! That's so nice. Also, sorry for being so fucking late today, guys. I took NyQuil last night. And I fucking slept straight till 11. Like, cause I didn't take the NyQuil till like 2 in the morning, 3. So, probably why I slept for so long.
Hold up.
Thank you for the hype train. Goth Arwen, that's actually, it's funny that people were saying that because Arwen was my inspiration for the look. I was like looking at pictures of her, but I wasn't intentionally thinking like, oh, I'll be Arwen but goth. I was just like, oh, this is what elves look like. So I'm really happy that that people are saying that. Happy you got to sleep. Dude, like, I don't know what it is. I'm having like I'm having a cough. Like, I don't know if it's related to when I was sick a couple weeks ago or if it's a separate cough. Okay, this is gross, but like, I don't think I'm sick because everything I'm coughing up is clear. So that's like a sign that I'm not even like sick. So I don't really know. But yeah, I was coughing, like... Well, the thing is, like, it could be allergies, but I did an allergy test last year, and I wasn't really allergic to anything. Like, nothing airborne. The only thing I have, like, a big allergy to is, like, fragrances. So, oh my god, Shadow, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. So yeah, like, maybe it is allergies or something, and I'm just, like, allergic to something? Could be mold. Okay, but I will say... It could be mold, and there is one thing, actually, that I just realized. This morning, okay, you know how I always drink out of that frog cup? Well, I've been washing the frog cup regularly and the straw, but today when I opened the frog cup to put water in it, I flipped the lid over, and I haven't been washing inside the lid. So there was what appeared to be maybe some mold there. The light wasn't on all the way, but I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about that. But now that you say this, and I'm like, okay, so maybe I've been drinking out of a moldy cup for a while, and that's what's making me have this fucking cough. Cause yeah, it's like, last night I was coughing, I felt like I had like a smoker's cough. Like, it wasn't like I was sick, but it was like all in my chest, and I felt like I felt like an old lady. Like, I was surprised no one was at the door, like, ma'am, do you need an ambulance, ma'am? Like, I was, like, hacking. Like, I was like, like, so I took some NyQuil. And, yeah, that knocked me the fuck out. I was very much asleep for a very long time. I had a weird dream that I was a child. Like, I was, like, 2 years old. And also, I was in, like... You know the game Clock Tower? It was like I was in a clock tower situation. There was like a murderer, but I was like 2. And I was like, what do I do? Like, do I hide it in the bed? Is that too obvious of a hiding spot? Like, where? What do I do? And then I was like, okay, I gotta. How do I make sure that people don't realize that I'm a toy? that I'm an adult in a 2-year-old's body. I don't know why I was worried about that. The guy with huge scissors? Yeah. There was no guy with huge scissors. It was like, I don't remember exactly what he was doing, but I think it was like a Saw situation almost. But I managed to avoid him. So it was fine. What concealer do we use? I bought the Tarte Shape Tape. I think actually it's the Tarte. I don't think it is actually Shape Tape. It's Tarte Creaseless Concealer, which I think is different than the Shape Tape. I asked for the Shape Tape and this is what she gave me, but then I was looking at it and I was like, I don't think, is the Shape Tape creaseless? Yeah, we have snow mold here too. I don't go outside enough for me to be like sure that it's snow mold. I think that my cup is moldy. I think I've been drinking out of a moldy cup. I really like this one. I do. Oh wait, hold on. This happened to me. I use the same coffee cup like all the time. It's a sealed deal, meant to keep the coffee hot. Clean all the time and the fucking top, but I never took it apart. I took it apart and no shit, there was like a thick mold ring around the section that you drink from. So every sip would have been going over it for weeks. I almost puked. I clean it every day now. Wow. Holy shit. I might have done a mansplain there, my bad. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I don't feel like that was super condescending or anything. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to clean the top of the cup. Like, this was the first time I like flipped it over and I was like, what the fuck? Because it's not dishwasher safe, so I have to wash it by hand. I don't know. Maybe I'm used to washing stuff like less good because I dishwash things. I don't know. I don't know. Never heard of snow mold before. It was mentioned in a previous stream. Oh, snow mold was like, when I was a kid, it was like a big deal. I remember because I played outside a lot. And so then sometimes our neighbors would be like, there's snow mold. There's snow mold. Kids, there's snow mold. You'll die, kids. Stop running on the lawns. You're gonna get snow molded. And we'd all be like, ooh, I'm running on the lawn anyway. And, so I remember that. Every time I wash mine, I flip it, the part that opens up to get water through the drinking, and that was not enough. Man, that's so funny. What's going on with Twitch? No notifications have been going on for anyone I follow. That happens sometimes. And where's Gingy from Shrek? How'd you know? How'd you know? But yeah, anyway, I really like this concealer. I used to use this, the Maybelline eraser one. But this shade was also too dark for me, so... But I noticed, okay, I did notice one thing, because in pictures, I would notice that sometimes I would have, like, really big dark rings, even if I was wearing this. And that, like, this has the, it like, curbs the dark ring most of the time. Not always, because sometimes I just have a really big dark ring, and that's just what it is. But this really works. You remember that 7-Eleven picture I took, where I was, like, drinking out of the pickle jar? Yeah, the concealer did its job there. Normally at that angle, there's, like, dark ring. Like, when I tilt my head, you can kind of see it. How snow mold happens? So basically, from what I understand, is because when snow melts, sometimes it melts really slowly. because it keeps snowing on top of that snow. So then it'll keep snowing, and then it'll melt, and then it'll keep snowing, and then it'll melt. But it doesn't melt all the way, and it creates a bunch of, like, moisture that creates a special kind of snow mold. I think. I get darker, yeah. So, I'm glad that you feel that, because, yeah, I don't have, like, bags, like, there's no physical, like, puffiness or like, difference. It's just I have, like, it's like a dark vein that runs right there. Okay, so, I'm gonna pull up a picture of Arwen, because that's what I did when I did this. Because I was trying to figure out, it's so funny, I'm so glad that this turned out, because I was trying to figure out how to look like an elf with all of the clothes that I have, so... Yeah, she wears, like, fucking no makeup. What's your opinion on Twitch Stree? I like Twitch Stree. It's my favorite kind of Stree. You definitely have Arwen vibes in the picture. Right? You're not just saying generally, right? Because... What? No. What's your opinion on Twitch streamers who are trying to justify wearing diapers on stream? No. What? What? What?
That face when you can't even copy and paste a message right.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Man, I love my gamer diaper. My Atomic Twins certified gamer diaper. My favorite. So Taylor's natural beauty is insane. It is. I don't know. Why the fuck does she look like that? She's so pretty. Should I redeem a dad joke? Holy shit. Alright, guys. It's dad joke time. Alright. I got one for you. I used to be a personal trainer. Then I gave my 2-week notice. Oh, right, the rim shot sounds. But there you go. I'll be here for the duration of 2 week. Get it? Ah ha ha. 2 week.
Great delivery, Kappa.
Thank you. Thank you.
Badum TSSSS.
But I'm TSSSS. Oh, everyone hydrate. I sent you a DM about this girl at one point that I found on Insta that does like vintage fashion. She just did a reel where she Paulina showed a legit 1929 makeup tutorial book for like stores. It was pretty wild to see. Most of it was pretty close to how you do it. Well, like the shape stuff you apply at least. Oh yeah, the rouge. The rouge. Thank you. Yeah, I use my fingers for my makeup. Like a heathen. Now, you know, people highly recommend using tools to do that because your hands are dirty. But like... I don't care. If you use tools, you have to clean them all. Exactly. And I still use, like, eyeshadow brushes and shit, but, like, I find that, like, foundation brushes and beauty blenders get, like, really fucking dirty. And I don't have the patience to wash them, but I wash my hands a lot. So, I'm like... where is... Pito, pito, pito. Pito, pito, pito. I can't find it. Oh, it's right there. This purpose actually made me think of your application, just like the half circle under the eyes, kind of. Yeah. Makeup back then, I think the 20s is when makeup stopped being as scandalous. Makeup was considered, like, slutty. Before that. And you'd have to go, like, it was like a, like, you'd have to sneaky buy it. It was like a, you'd have to go, like, to the back of stores and be like, can I buy a rouge? Mr. Mouse cleans my makeup brushes since I hate it. Really? Oh, that's so sweet. Really? Times have changed? Yeah, well, also, it used to be considered, people used to look down on actors and actresses, which is funny. Because, yeah, that changed a lot.
Where is Rip Cheeto? I need a hookup on that rouge.
Essentially, yeah. They used to, yeah, actresses also, I think, used to be considered slutty for some reason. Pretty much, honestly, but that's like, you know, everything that a woman did, you know, like now you think that it's kind of bad, but like back then, if you know how like, okay, people talk about the 20s and they talk about like the flapper girls and their short skirts. Short skirts meant like just below the knee. So a lot of times people think of it like, oh yeah, a short skirt. No. Below the knee, that was short, that was scandalous. Like they were showing not only their ankle, but like their fucking calf, and that was something. They were like, holy shit, these girls with their short hair and their calves showing. Yeah, the flapper, it was controversial. Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. The 20s were a really interesting period of time. I really enjoy. Now it seems like bathing suit bottoms are all thongs for women. Honestly, and I'm not against that. I'm not against that. Frankly, I don't give a fuck. Ankles? Yeah. Yeah, also, yeah, there was, in the 20s, also your bathing suits were like full body suits. It's kind of funny seeing people swim back then. There's some really good videos. I think I could probably find them. But yeah. Yeah, the whole acting and like film industry from back in the day was very different. Because you know how you had silent films and then it was funny because I think everyone knows this, but you know the whole thing when they started getting audio in movies and they called them talkies, and there was people that were like, this is a trend that'll die. Like they thought that silent film would be like the popular forever. Which is hilarious, because like, why the fuck would that be the most popular thing forever? But you know, people are sometimes very what is it? They're not, you know, they're not about change. Yeah, be at the beach in a 20s style full body, I'd pass out. I feel like you get so hot. Very stuck in their ways, yeah. Didn't someone say that the internet was a fad? Oh, I'm sure. If you watch, and this is the dub that I'm talking about, of course. But if you watch the dub of, Sailor Moon, it's very fucking funny because there's one guy that uses the internet and he's like always clowned on and they're like, oh my god, like the internet, you're such a nerd. And he's like talking about chat rooms and stuff and they're like, that's so lame. It's like, that's like the norm now. Like everyone does that, what that guy does. So, bro, silent movies are the best. I swear, talkies are gonna die out soon. Yeah. They've said that about literally everything new. 3D animation is fad, digital film is a fad. Except, yeah, literally. It's kind of funny. Like, if you look back at this kind of stuff in culture and how it's changed and what people are doing, it's very funny how often it repeats itself and how much people will behave the exact same as people before them without realizing it. Here we go. And there was one, it was like a Tumblr post from forever ago. This could be a fake story, but I personally feel like it could be true. One person said they were on the bus one time and there's like a really, really old lady that sat down next to them. And they started talking. And she said, and this would have been like a decade ago, I think. She said like, oh, like, do your parents like kind of give you crap about like the internet and how, you know, it's rotting your brain and like you're... So, oh, there's like a whole thing. There's a whole thing that, you know what people would say about the internet. Okay, I can't find the post. But anyway, it was like, she said like, oh, do your parents say all this stuff about the internet being like, you know, bad for you and you're, you know, using it too much and whatever. And she was like, yeah. She's like, my parents said that about electricity.
No pappy, that never happens. Now let's all go get mad about AI doing stuff and how it will ruin the earth, just like the internet, computers, TV, radio, and swearing.
Oh my god. That's true. I'm kind of a hater on AI. Not fully. Not fully. Not like actually, like I feel like AI definitely has its place, but like I'm a little bit like I had a point for it at one point, but I forget what it was. Oh. Actually, honestly, the only AI I dislike, now that I'm thinking about it, is when people create fake shit with AI. I think that needs to be regulated. Improvements had to sell people indoor plumbing. They even started a campaign where once farmers had their place connected to sewage, they'd burn their outhouses as a thing of the past. Oh. There we go. Sorry, my nails were dirty and I just started cleaning them. Anyway, that's fine. I took my medication late because I slept in so hard, so much. Okay, so eyebrows. I think that's looking pretty good. This makeup look is very simple. You really know how to use it and figure out ways to keep it ethical? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Okay, now what? I can't remember what I did. I think... Did I decide... Probably gonna put some face powder on, but I can't remember if I was wearing eyeshadow or not when I took those photos. Yeah, okay. Yeah, deepfakes. are a huge issue. Honestly, yeah, deepfakes are the only thing that really bother me. But I think that, you know, that getting regulated will come in time. You don't have decent laws about leaking nudes or revenge porn? We do in Canada. In Canada, it's a pretty big deal. So you could. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Yeah, Canada has pretty good, actually all around like our laws, like we have good cyber stalking laws too, which is actually really interesting. Yeah, revenge porn is very serious. You can get like a serious, what is it? You can get in big fucking trouble for that. I think we even have laws around unsolicited dick pics now too. Or actually, I shouldn't just say dick pics. I should say unsolicited nudes. I say dick pics because it's on the forefront of my brain because I'm like, that's what is an issue for me. But that is a problem. There are women who do it as well. Okay, so the maximum penalty for revenge porn is 5 years incarceration. If prosecuted by summary conviction, maximum penalty is 2 years. 2 years less, and or a $5,000 fine. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it gives me hope. Yeah, I didn't realize, honestly, I guess I never really thought about it. The revenge porn laws are pretty new. I think they came in within the last 5 years, maybe. So, you know, I hope that it gets better regulated in other countries as well. Yeah, I agree with Xana. But yeah, I don't think that's the point of Virgid's message. It's just like the US isn't punishing crimes fairly in a lot of ways. Yeah, the fingers for AI images. The only problem with that, though, is that the AI stuff is rapidly improving. So I don't think it'll be very long before it starts getting teeth and hands right. Stuff like that. No, it's okay. It's fair. It's fair. You're all good, Xana. There we go. Yeah, anyway, the US justice system. The Canadian justice system is also broken in a lot of ways, but one thing I am grateful for is that we have some good internet laws. So, hoping the best for you guys. Because I also want to say these things without sounding like I'm like... I think sometimes when you live in a different country, and the US is, you know, people from the US are talking about, you know, thing that sucks in US, and you're like, my country has better laws. Sucks to be you. When it's like, you know, you... like, that's, you know? Yeah, I am AI actually. I'm a computer. This isn't Denim's chat. Yeah. Can't spell Pappy without AI. Oh! Oh! There we go. Politics stream? Yeah, I love Denims. What's on Snapchat AI? What is Snapchat AI? Can't spell Pappy without PP, also true. You can't spell Pappy without PP. PPAI. Snapchat released a new AI bot basically, but that what? Is it like ChatGPT? I like ChatGPT actually. That's why I was like, actually I don't have a problem with AI, I have a problem with deepfakes. Oh, quash the robot uprising. I believe in you. No robots. Yeah, it's totally nuanced, Doom. I also don't think that, you know, that was what Xena was talking about either. It's too broad to really, even when you just compare something like that to drugs, because it's a very complicated issue. So I don't think there's a need for a debate, because no one is actually thinking that it's not good, or that it's good to do revenge porn, or it's good to, you know, put car fentanyl and shit, you know. I think, again, that Beergood's comment was just to say, like, oh man, like, in the US you could do some stuff, and they won't even close to put you as long as what Canada is saying they will for revenge porn. Yeah, AI doesn't scare me, it's more the deepfake stuff, especially with voices now. Like, in 5 years going, I just trust any recorded evidence anymore. I know! Eee. But there is, I think they're releasing stuff that helps you figure out if something was AI generated. They already have, I think ChatGPT already released something that can help you flag if text was AI generated. So, yeah. So that also, as that improves rapidly, I think that the ways that they can make it have signatures or whatever could be maybe more regulated as well. I don't know. I'm not a computer. The problem is the US Constitution got flagged as 99% AI generated. Well, you know what? I think that's true. You know what? I do believe that the US Constitution was 99% AI generated. The founding fathers were traveling T-800s. Yeah. Why don't the AI generate some bitches? Excuse me. I wonder if my cough is from my moldy cup. Thanks, Anna. I appreciate that. Alright, that's looking good. Now we'll do some minor eyeliner. Try not to put on too much. It's hard for me, though. Because I like eyeliner. Let me click on this picture, Doom. I think that bathing suit, even though cute, I think that would have been scandalous. Oh yeah, she's in a studio ocean scene, so yeah, she was probably a model or something. Alright. Alright, I think, honestly, even though it's kind of rounded here, I think that's probably fine. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna do maybe a little bit of this. There we go. And a little bit of this. By the way, makeup wearers in the chat, eyeshadow on top of your lipstick is a huge hack. Especially if you have a double lip line. If you don't know what a double lip line is, basically it's when your lips end, but you have like kind of a white line that is where your lip is still kind of raised. But when you put on lipstick, it looks kind of weird because you can see the white line through it, or if you put it on under, it looks like you're not wearing it on all the way. So if you put on some eyeshadow, it kind of mattifies that little white line and fixes that so that your lipstick looks more seamless. Hacks, yeah. Hacks. Do you have trouble thinking your lips are itchy or dry with lipstick on? Not really. It depends on the lipstick, I guess. I've had some pretty dry lipsticks, but if it's all lipsticks for you, that would probably just be a sensory thing. Does the eyeshadow not fade quickly? I feel like I lick my lips too much for that. I don't lick my lips very much, I use a, I put this on, first. So I put like a lip liner or something, and then I take a matte lipstick. This lipstick is pretty dry and, like, it's kind of sticky. So I kind of let it dry down, and then I put the eyeshadow on top, and then it usually stays. It'll actually it stays longer than, like, the middle part of my lipstick. So usually, unless I eat, like, a burger or something, usually even after eating, it'll stay on. I'll look into cosplay makeup tutorials. Not sure I'd be good at it though, although I know I need loads of practice. Yeah, makeup is not, like, you know, I wouldn't worry too much if you're, like, not good at it right away. Because there's tutorials, you can follow along tutorials. And also if you have any, like, artistic, if you draw or anything, or paint, then your drawing and painting skills should translate over to makeup, actually. Because it very much is similar, because you're messing with, like, lighting and everything like that. I've been doing makeup for 1 year. It's not an easy thing to pick up. Man. I have respect for people who pick it up in their adult life. Cause yeah, when I was a youngster, like, I started doing makeup at, like, 12. So I had, like, shitty eyeliner for, like, 2 years. I guess it's indeed art. You're using, yeah, because so a lot of makeup is the same way, like, if you draw a person, right? You're going to be drawing shades and stuff on their face. And, like, picking lip color, drawing their lips, so that will translate over. What the fuck is that girl's name? J-Lo? Her makeup artist I think he's still her makeup artist, is a Renaissance painter. He would paint these really insane Renaissance portraits, so he would do her makeup, and he was very, very good at makeup, and that was something that translated over. So he was a really great makeup artist because he'd go into anywhere where she was shooting, and he would look at the lighting and how it would be hitting her face, and then he would just do her makeup, and it would just do so much. Yeah, and he also, I watched some of his tutorials and videos. He also said very directly, that you don't have to use, so, like, your makeup will always say, like this is blush, it goes on your cheek, right? Or, like, this is eyeshadow, it goes on your eye. Those rules can be broken, okay? The only thing I would worry about is, maybe stuff on your lips a little bit, you know, so you're not eating anything too toxic. But, yeah, he said he did a full face of makeup using one fucking lipstick one time because he forgot his makeup. An entire face using red lipstick. What a guy. Lisa can go on the eyebrow. Noted. Yeah, you could put it there. I mean, would it look good? Depends. Alright. I think I'm happy with this makeup look. Lipstick makes great blush. Yeah, that's what I use for blush. I don't... Well, I put some powder blush on top of it, but yeah, I use Lippies for blush. I don't give a shit. I don't care about rules. Okay, so I'm gonna go change into my outfit. And then we'll come back and put on the wig and everything, and hell yeah. Bye, West Nile. Have a good one. Alright, so enjoy these clips and I'll see you in a minute. Oh my god, Daydreamer Dan! Can we give a big shout out to Daydreamer Dan? Daydreamer Dan is a very funny and creative Twitch streamer. You guys should definitely give him a follow. Hello! Okay. I have most of the outfit on. I have I'm putting on the corset right now. Yeah! Got that Amazon corset. There we go. Anyone ever said you look like Mary Liz Winstead? Yes. Kappa. Okay. Welcome in. Literally who? I'm a genius. Alright, and also no, there's no character in Lord of the Rings. At least to my knowledge, I haven't watched like the newer stuff that looks like that. It's more like a goth Arwen, I guess. Have you seen Scott Pilgrim? Have you ever heard of a little movie, little unknown movie called Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Dude, I love this collar thing. My friend gave it to me.
Mind Daily gifted a tier 1 sub to
Oh,
Daydream
Mindy,
Madame.
thank you so much for giving
They
a sub to
have given
Daydream.
699 gift subs in the channel.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is that a shawl or is it too thin? It's not a shawl because a shawl goes over the it's like that's like a wrap. This I don't know exactly what I call this. It's kind of like a bolero top, but it's also a collar. So I don't know. You're sponsored by 7-Eleven? Yes, and we're doing a Canadian giveaway to the Canadians today for a 7-Eleven loot box. Which I will have to take a little picture of so I can tweet it. Where the fuck is my wig cap? Where is... Yeah, stay winning. Woo! We got 1 point for the Canadians. Hell yeah. Oh, here's a wig cap. Oh, there's 2. One of these I think is a really shitty wig cap. I think this is the... If I really like syrup, that's good for you. I just looked at your Insta. Yeah, it's been a solid what, like 6 years of hearing it all the time. Wish I was in Canada. Those loot boxes look awesome. Maybe 7-Eleven America will do this for you guys also. A national, yeah, we have a reserve. We have a maple syrup reserve. All right, hell yeah, egg. What are your pronouns? They are she, her, thank you. There's also a, oh really? The pronouns are on my Instagram bio and also my Twitter, but we also have this. If you want to set your pronouns, there's a little pronoun extension. Pretty awesome. Then you can see people's pronouns in the chat. No longer on Insta bio? Oh. Oh wait, did they take that out? Well, that would make sense. I think the 17V update broke the pronouns extension. Oh shit. Yeah, maybe we should do pronoun parties. I think that's a good idea. Excuse me. I keep coughing. I had to take NyQuil last night. Alright, so I'm just prepping up my wig. Put on here. Alright. Thank you. Oh no, I think like if Instagram took out the yeah, I think it was a joke, but also there was a thing on Instagram where there was like a pronoun thing, and I think they took it out. There we go. Okay, I have to brush this wig. Look at the dark hair. Thank you. Do I have a hairbrush around here? Is it in the bathroom? I think it's in the bathroom. Okay, I didn't see it in the bathroom, so it's gotta be over here somewhere. Where is it? I got it. It's right here. There. I had like this little braid thingy. It looks like it kind of came loose. So. There we go. Why did I think that was a knife at first? Because it would have been very fitting if I had a knife. What inspired today's look? I had to go to a Lord of the Rings party a few weeks ago. Maybe a month ago now. And I didn't have a lot of stuff. I had to try to figure out what I was going to wear. So I did this little look, which was mostly inspired off of Arwen's outfit from Lord of the Rings, because I was like, I don't have like Renaissance fair clothes. And so it's kind of a goth Arwen. When I posted this picture to Twitter and some more to Fan House, people are asking if I would put it on again, maybe do a Fan House set, take more pictures of myself in it. So you turned heads, it's a great look. Oh, thank you. Very nice. I did have people asking me a lot about why my friends and I were dressed up, and I lied to them. I like to lie sometimes. To strangers. When I don't want to talk to them. There we go. Lying is fun. Yeah. Well, the reason is, I don't know, I don't really want to be bothered sometimes. So... There's a lot of, like, weird guys. If we were doing karaoke and all of us were dressed up as different... Well, like, Lord of the Rings inspired. My friend was dressed up as Gandalf, though, which was fun. But people kept on, you know, asking us. And I get bored. If I get asked the same question a lot, sometimes I just start making shit up because I get bored of answering it. Especially if the answer is, like, kind of uninteresting, you know? And, you know, it's just probably gonna invoke the response like, cool. Right? So, a couple people asked like, oh, are you guys coming from a convention? I'd just be like, yes. Where was it? Upstairs. One person asked me, because again, my friend was dressed as Gandalf, right? So they were like, if she's Gandalf, which character are you? And I said, the gay one. And they were like, what? And I said, the gay one. And I put my hands on my hip. He did not continue. He just turned away from me and did not speak to me for the rest of the night. Which is, honestly, kind of what I was looking for. There's also a guy who was talking to me a whole lot. And he seemed pretty nice. Like, he didn't seem like he had really ulterior motives or anything. So at one point, though, so he was, like, talking about how he's a doctor and shit, but that he was an aspiring, DJ, by the way. A family doctor, a practicing family doctor, aspiring DJ, which I've never fucking heard before. I don't know. I wholeheartedly believe him, because I think the reason why he was talking to me and my friends so much is because he was trying to, like, you know, check on my mixtape man type deal. DJ dermatology. Yeah, an aspiring DJ that is already a doctor, because doctors make pretty good money, so it's kind of like, okay, I guess, like, because also, I guess if you're a doctor, then you probably have the income to, like, buy DJ equipment and aspire to be a DJ. You know? Yeah, exactly, maybe gets it. So, you know, he was talking about that a little bit. But then he asked me what I do for work. And I was like, I'm not gonna have that fucking... There's nothing I hate more than having a Twitch stream fucking conversation with some random fucking person at a bar. Because 99% of the time, actually I think 100% of the time that has ever come up because someone said it or whatever, it ends up with a fucking guy being like, so you just sit there with your boobs out? Cause like, that would make sense. And then I'm like, you know what? Are you wanting to fight right now? Cause I will. And then it's like, you know, I try to argue with them about it. And they just, there was one guy that fucking said that. And he was like, and he started like explaining to me like how Twitch works and like how all of this stuff is and whatever. And I said to him, I was like, have you ever watched Twitch? And he was like, no, I've seen clips. He's never fucking been on the website, and he was just telling me what my job is and why people watch me. This motherfucker like sells watches for a living. So like, what the fuck is he on about? Anyway, so that guy asked me what I did for work, and I told him, I said, and I already told this story, so all of you that were here a couple weeks ago, I'm sorry for repeating myself. But, I said, I'm a waitress. And he was like, where? And I was like, fuck. But this, person just mentioned this restaurant that I used to live close to. So I just said that restaurant. He was like, oh my god, my fiance used to work there. That's awesome. And I was like, yeah. And then he luckily didn't ask me any more questions about it. Because I was like, fuck! No! The downside of lying? Yeah. No, but he didn't actually ask me any questions about it. And I mean, I would have just kept lying, I think. I would have been like, oh yeah, sorry, I just started last week. I just started last week. I don't know anything. I don't know. I've like not memorized the names of people who work there. What I did before, oh, I've been unemployed for a few months. I worked at and then I'd probably just talk about how I worked at Victoria's Secret or something. That would probably work. But also, I figured out that people, if you tell them you work at Victoria's Secret, also respond to that kind of weirdly. So, and I actually used to work there. I used to work there too. Alright. Sells watches but doesn't know when it's time to shut up. What's her secret? Oh ho ho ho, as you would like to know. Wouldn't you like to know? Maybe yes, so you just stand there with other people's boobs out? No, I realized that like when I would tell people that I worked at Victoria's Secret, sometimes people would think that there was like they would almost treat it like it was like I was like a model, but I would be like, no, I work on the retail floor, like I sell stuff. But because of I guess the branding behind it, like they just couldn't separate the idea. So they'd be like, wow, that's amazing, not really. It's not really that impressive. It's a retail job, and they don't, like, make you fucking take pictures or anything. There we go. Looking flex that people assume you're- that's true. I never really thought about that. I just thought like, oh yeah, because it's Victoria's Secret, but thank you. I appreciate that. Wasn't it the opposite? You couldn't have social medias? Yeah, we had a rule that you weren't allowed to pursue an internet career while working there. Which is funny because that's exactly what I was fucking doing. So I blocked all my coworkers on my Rotten Poppy Twitch account. Or Rotten Poppy Instagram account and everything. Why was that? I don't know. I guess so that I couldn't go onto an audience and say, like, you know, tell the Victoria's Secret, I guess. I don't know. Talk about how the job was. Yeah, yeah, isn't it weird? I don't know if the managers would have enforced it, because there was like there's a couple girls I've worked with that had like maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 Instagram followers, which I know isn't like, you know, social media stardom, but you know, it's like a start. Sounds illegal for them to do. It probably is. When I worked at Hollister in high school, they said we couldn't have nose piercings or colored hair. That was pretty common at jobs for a while. I feel like now that's kind of changed, like retail jobs, because it's like it's a fucking retail job. Like you're seriously gonna like, like half people now have like tattoos and shit and like, you know, interesting hair. Because like yeah, it used to be no unnatural hair colors. It's like. Karen's and retail sucked ass. Oh my god. The absolute worst. There we go. Yeah, they can't be as picky now. Yeah, most of the girls I worked with at Victoria's Secret had tattoos or piercings or some type of shit going on with their hair. See how piercings might be a necessity if you work with fresh food and stuff for hygiene. What piercing would affect the hygiene of your food though? Like what, like a hand piercing? You know, cause like a nose ring isn't gonna like do anything to your food. You know. Like I'm not fucking sniffing food when I'm making it. You know, like whenever I did Domino's, I wasn't putting my nose in the dough. Bye, Reaper. Have a good one. This thing is gonna fall out. I don't think nose rings fall out that often. Yeah, if someone touches their nose while making a sandwich, the piercing isn't gonna change anything. Yeah. Yeah, I bet she sniffed all the dough. Whoa, don't expose me like that. Yeah, skin cells fall, hair falls, you gotta have the, you know, the hairnet for your hair tied up. That would be more of a concern. Like, nail polish is one thing that makes sense for, like, working with food, because, like, if your nail polish chips in the food. And it would be microorganisms end up in the piercing holes and generally easy to get spread, even if you try to avoid it. What? But how would that change? Wouldn't there be microorganisms in a bunch of shit? How would having a piercing change anything? Because at that point, then, you know, you can make an argument for so much stuff. Like... yeah, a factory thing where it might get caught? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, fingernails. Dirt can get into your fingernails. So if you're comfortable, they are, they just fall off easily. But you can probably, like, glue them on with eyelash glue pretty easily. Oh my god, I feel like doing this wrong. Here we go. There we go. Thank you, Mom. Here you go. Just hypothesizing about why that is. I think that the idea that piercings would make you more dirty is for sure not true or grounded in any real kind of, like, evidence, and that usually the piercing thing comes from wanting to maintain an image for the company and not wanting people to judge you for having pierced people work for you, and that's mainly what that's all about. And that any kind of argument that would have been made that it's, like, more dirty would have been bullshit, so that they weren't saying, like, so that they didn't feel like they were pushing against people's rights to be expressive. Yeah. Like, if you had, like, a hand piercing or something that was, like, near where you're touching, that would make sense. But otherwise, it's a load of bullshit.